showed you a little bit about views and how to, for example, add a new column to the view so that you can surface that information. And I also showed you how in a particular view you can do some sorting and filtering. Now I'm going to show you how to create a new view, and I'll show you some more of the options that you have available to you. So I'm going to go here to my list tab and I'll click create view. I'll have a choice of different types of view here. I could create one in SharePoint Designer for more advanced users. I could use the Gantt view, a datasheet view, or I could display things as a calendar view. For the most part, really you'll want the standard view. So we'll select that. And the next thing that I'll have to do is I have to give my view a name. So I'll call this Microsoft Employees because I want to create a view that only shows me contacts that work for Microsoft. I'm not going to make this the default view because I intend to make a filtered view, and I'll show you what that means later. I can choose whether or not I want to make this view personal or public. Now this is very powerful. I can create a whole bunch of different views for myself because this enhances my work, but I don't necessarily want to bog everybody else down with 10 or more views that only I really use. I can change a view from personal to public if I find that other people may want it, but I'm just going to create a personal view here because really this is for myself. I deal with Microsoft a lot and I want to be able to see my Microsoft contacts very quickly and easily. I'll choose the columns that I want here. So I certainly want my last name, first name, the city. I don't need the company because I already know that they all work in Microsoft. I'm going to filter this list, pre-filter this list. I'll keep their business, home phone, and email address. That's fine. Once I've chosen the columns that I want, I have sorting options. I'll keep the default sorting options. So what it likely will do is just sort by surname, and it will sort those ascending. But what I do want is I want to be able to filter this list view. So instead of showing all items in the view, I'll say that I only want to show certain items. I only want to show an item if the company is equal to, or I could use contains, for example. I'll say is equal to Microsoft. I could add additional filters if I really wanted a very highly filtered view, but this is good enough for me now. I want to see all Microsoft employees. And I also have a number of other options here. Now, if, for example, I had a list that was showing a bunch of numerical values, I could show all the totals added at the bottom. I could group items. So, for example, if I wanted to group all of my contacts by their company name, I could do that, and I can show you how that works in another video. But for now, this is good enough for me. I just want to have a view that show only my Microsoft employees. Now, once I save it, it shows here my list view is called Microsoft Employees. It's filtered my list down to only employees of Microsoft. And if I click on the list options here, it shows me that my current view is Microsoft Employees, and I can very quickly change over to the All Contacts view. Now, this is very powerful because I don't constantly want to have to filter and sort uh, repeatedly using the same filters and same sorting. So I can create this view now and I can keep this here. This is a personal view only to me, as you can see here. And only I have this view and I can use it now all the time on this particular app or list. And this will increase my productivity because I don't have to constantly reapply those filters and add those columns every single time. And I also don't have to change the default view, which everybody else sees. I don't want to change that to suit my needs because really the other people who use this contact list are not going to be happy.